not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Greetings, Goblin Nation! Welcome to my review, kind of review. It's not just a review, an ultimate review! The ultimate review that you've never seen before. A review that doesn't make any sense because this series has not ended. This is never gonna end! I am talking about reviewing the whole Star Wars universe. The whole universe of Star Wars from the beginning to the end. And there is no end. There is never gonna be an ending. But like it's right now, it's in the 9th of 20. Let's say 2020. Let's just give it that. 2020 though. This should be a review in the end of this year. But whatever. Is it a review even in general? If it's not a non-stopping company. It doesn't matter! I do what I want. I want to talk about Star Wars. And I'm not stopping. So, we're talking about Star Wars. So I begin. The first one I saw was episode 2. And then I saw 1. And then I saw 3. And then I was like, oh, it's done. And then I was like, I found out there are 4, 5, 6. I was like, holy shit, already out. I didn't know on that point that those came out before the Star Wars. On that point, I was a child, man. I'm a child. I didn't know better. I didn't know there was more to explore. I barely know that afterwards. So when I finally watched those, I was like, oh, my life is complete, and I watched them later. Not so good as the ones I grew up with, for me, because I like lightsabers back then. I wanted to see more lightsabers, and in the 4, 5, 6, you don't see that much lightsabers. I mean, I wanted to see lightsabers, and you don't see that much lightsaber fight. There are like and that's about it. Then you got Luke with a lightsaber. Then you got another fight kind of thing, and the Emperor only like, no wait, that's in the 3rd. But he only had like lightning, and he doesn't even have a lightsaber in those 3 movies. Also, I was a little bit disappointed of that. Later in life, I found out they're maybe better than the original. Maybe there are greatness in those 3 movies. Anyway, so that's kind of thing. So the saga of Star Wars, I still have to review. I reviewed only episode 1. I need to go back to that to review some more of those movies. Some more Star Wars movies. I was a child growing up with Star Wars. I loved the hell out of it. I was insanely fan. There was nothing bigger than my Star Wars infection. My Star Wars addiction. I loved it. I even wanted to join a club effort, but I was like, I cannot make Star Wars Stormtrooper. I cannot make those kind of things. I'm sure I'm gonna be bad at those. I won't even try. I would not even try. Like cosplay, making things. I would love to have that costume. I would love to look like that, but I can't. Anyway, so that kind of thing. I also played Star Wars games that came out for the movie. Mostly played them with my neighbor because I was bad at games. Still am, but you know, was a little bit worse back then when it came to those games. I had a particular few games that I was good at, that kind of thing. Star Wars didn't come. Also, talking about games, Star Wars The Force Unleashed doesn't stand here. There's no Star Wars The Force Unleashed! How could I miss that? But Star Wars The Force Unleashed is my favorite game of all time. Still till this day! It's my favorite game. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 1, 2 is also good. But the first one, oh my god! Nothing will ever compare to Star Wars Frontier, the Fallen Order. The Fallen Order is great. It's insanely fun. And some people love that more. I get you. I feel where you're getting from this. But Star Wars Frontier is just so greatness. And I love. And my heart beats for that. Most, and there's never gonna be a game like that I love more. No, because I love the over the top kind of thing. The Force Unleashed! I just love that. This goblin is in love with that Star Wars, yeah, and it always will. There will never be a better game. Just like the series, The Mandalorian. I don't think there is gonna be anything like The Mandalorian. Oh my god, The Mandalorian. I love The Mandalorian. Like The Mandalorian. I always love The Mandalorians. Were one of my favorite kind of things. Sometimes for the Sith, sometimes for the Mandalorians. The Jedi was like, hi, you guys are just cannon fodder to, for the day. I just love the fucking Sith more than a day. I love the Mandalorians even more. They have a code they keep on it. While the Sith, sure, the Sith Empire is greatness, and I love the fighting in each other. But then they break their own rules, but that kind of thing. That's something the Mandalorians never do. They have rules and they keep on it. They're warriors, bounty on the mercenaries, but they have rules. So they have rules that mercenaries will not keep. Like those rules that I really love. I love the culture behind the Mandalorians. And then we got a TV show called The Mandalorians. And it's just insanely fun! Extremely good! I insanely love it. It's just so good. The Mandalorian kind of thing. You never see him even do his helmet off. I'm like, that's the way I like it. They have a code, they keep on it. So don't do your mask off. It's also like, I do my mask off and now I keep it off. And like, no, you have a fucking mask for a reason. Kind of thing. Anyway, so yeah. Also, I didn't talk about Star Wars, the newer versions of Star Wars with Rey, Kylo Ren. I kind of like some parts of it. I like Kylo Ren on some points. Like there's some points I'm like, alright, I can dig that. And then there's some points like, oh my god, why is he even here? Even the love thing I really disliked. I'm like, you kissed, okay. It seems more that Kylo Ren had an obsession with you, Rey, and you didn't want anything to do with him. Sure, you can be friends. Like, okay. I kind of be friends at the end. Like we shoot kind of thing, but that's about it. I don't see anything like that could be anything love related. The kind of thing at all. It's like, it's weird. It's insanely weird, those two together. But before the rest, I kind of like, I like the force connection they had, like these twins kind of thing that they could, I feel like you could do so much with it. I feel like you, if they really kind of, they could have teleported to each other and then kind of thing, gone from that side to the other, and then they could have do this cool battle montage against the Emperor kind of thing, that he had to fight from two sides kind of thing. They run to each other, then they come there, they both come to that. The Emperor tries to kind of thing, then one of them is the other. They use their connection again with having two lightsabers. It's like they could have done so fucking much with that kind of thing. And I like the ending with the force kind of thing against each other. I like that, but I wish there were not the lightsabers kind of thing going to kind of thing. Fill the lightsabers for a little bit. I didn't mind that Rey was the granddaughter of or kind of thing. I'm like, alright, I can see that. Alright, I dig that. But what I hated about is the ending. Like, I'm not Rey Skywalker because this is Skywalker saga, so I have to call myself Skywalker. It's like, no, you don't. You could have just do like, this is a story, a legacy from the Skywalkers, how they trained me, how they kind of thing. They made it possible to finally. Without them, I would never had defeated the Emperor. Without them, that kind of thing. I think that would be great. Anyway, so that's kind of thing. The Star Wars movies, but then you have also the comics. And the comic, Dr. Aphra. Oh my God, that's good. Like, think about it, Indiana Jones. Then think about his face. Now you got Dr. Aphra. Also, she's a woman, so think also about a woman. She's great, she's kind of thing. She's also scared from Darth Vader, so Darth Vader is like, holy shit. Then she has those droids that are murderous death machines, and those are really scary. That kind of thing. It's like C-3PO, but a murder machine. And I'm like, holy crap, she's scared of those kind of things. I can see why she's scared. She's also very fun, and she also has a love interest that she tries to protect in her own way. But she is like, she tries to do good, but in doing good, she does the bad stuff. Like, okay, this is the kind of thing, I made you fall in love with me, but to protect you, to make sure that you're alive, I need to erase your memories, kind of thing, and make it even worse. Those kind of things, those and that's why I like the comics kind of thing. Darth Vader comics always out the park. Like, oh my god. Then you got Vader Immortal, this great VR game. I didn't play yet, because when I do, I'm gonna know it. You're gonna know, because that game is gonna be great. I just know it. I just can feel it through my bones. And Star Wars Battlefront 2 was great. It's a war game. Certainly now, it's like this kind of thing. It's fun to go sometimes on it, but right now, I'm a Star Wars The Old Republic, the MMORPG, and I feel like that's great. This is like a past kind of thing. So far in the past, you can do anything! And it's so good. Darth Maul is one of my favorite characters in the Sith Emperor, and he came back. I still have to finish that mission. A big kind of thing. What is like? First you kill him, then he is somehow alive. Kind of thing. And it's like no big deal, right? Okay. And then we got Star Wars Squadron. That's gonna be a game that's gonna be out very soon. And so far the story seems like cool. Well, pilots kind of thing. Like those pilots having the story that even though the Empire is dead, it's not done. The kind of thing, because the shadow. That's also what you see in the Mandalorian. The shadow kind. All this, I don't think they need to connect, but I'm like, sure, let's connect, and then it's fun to see things. Because in Mandalorian season 2, there will be Ahsoka, there will be another Jedi, there will be some other stuff. Boba Fett is gonna be in it, probably. So a lot of things are gonna be in it. That makes it. It's the Mandalorian. I'm one of those person. I'm like, it's in good hands, so it's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. It's TV show. So far, the Mandalorian has not disappointed. So I'm all for it. I'm all like, let's give it all. Give it us. Give it to me. And that's soon we will have Mandalorian season 2. Soon, very soon. And yeah, so there is kind of the Clone Wars was really out of park. So there is lots of Star Wars things that are loved. The Fallen Order, the things. Right now is a great time to be a fan. And also some YouTubers that do the lore videos. I love those guys. Like every time there is lore about it and the past. It's why I got back to Star Wars The Old Republic. Before this I was like, okay, it's been months. Sometimes a year, sometimes ago. But Star Wars The Old Republic, I keep coming back. Certainly when there is no game to play, I'm like, I played Fallen Order, but I don't want to see the mission again. I don't want to go. Okay, I could play Battlefront, but I want a little bit story. I'm sure. So Star Wars: The Old Republic is the game I'm coming back to because there is always more story to tell. There is so fucking a lot of stories, and you can also be in a little bit open world. So you have to go from one point to another point, and while doing that, you can listen to some stuff. Sometimes audiobooks like The Dark Empire. Really good story it's from Legends, but still. It's still awesome to hear that an audiobook form kind of thing. There is so much in this universe that still, sure, some things are legends and never come. But I like those stuff to go like, oh, those kind of thing. The difference between like another legends. I'm still catching up on legends. Like there is a lot that Disney threw away. But it's so much to see like the difference, the kind of thing. That's why reboots can be interesting. If they're done right, it can all be interesting. Like so much. That's like this different. I just love the hell out of the difference. I love the universe they're creating, kind of thing. Sure, it's from Disney. Sure, they had no fucking vision when it came to the movies. They're like, let's throw something to the board and see what sticks. I changed my mind. Let's do it again, kind of thing. It doesn't matter. In the end, I mean, sure, it makes the movies a little bit suck, kind of thing, and that vision was a little bit off the charts, and that was like, why? But the rest of the universe is still intact. The rest is still, it's not like Star Wars crumbled and died. There's so much more. Star Wars is not just one movie. It's not just 3 movies. No! It's a whole universe. The fans, the people behind the games, behind the Mandalorian, behind Star Wars: The Old Republic. Those people are keeping it alive. We keeping it alive. The kind of thing. There's so much stuff right now that keeps it alive. The Mandalorian, the Star Wars Squadron, and all the Star Wars things we are still gonna get. That's what keeps it. It's not only the movies, it's comics. We got so much to go. You don't like the movies? Don't worry, we got the TV show. You don't like the TV show? We got a cartoon version of the TV show. You don't like that? We got games! We got them all! We got games for you to watch, games for you to play. And you just wanna go to war. Battlefront 3! I'm sure it's gonna come out from somewhere, someday. Don't know when, but it is. And another game, in Star Wars The Fallen Order. That was like, okay, you know the Star Wars universe? Here is after Order 66. Oh, you can, okay, we're gonna give you another game that has nothing to do with Fallen Order, but here it's in a Star Wars universe. I feel like we're gonna get it. Star Wars Squadron is like one of those, like, you wanna be a pilot? How about instead of a Battlefront kind of pilot, we going all into the Battlefront kind of thing? You want to see just Star Wars in a universe and theme park? We got you! Sims 4 has this great new thing that's how it's in theme park for Star Wars. Why? Because we could. And it's like we keep on expanding comics. You want to say some great comics? We got you. You don't like where this universe go? Go back! Go way back! There is a whole universe called Legends that's different. That's the past. You can get there. There are books. There are audio. There's so much freaking good stuff in the Star Wars universe. It's up there with Marvel and DC. It's like those. It's so big universe. It's so much more than just 3 movies that are bad or the prequels that are bad. It's more than that. It's a whole universe that have so many sides that one of those sides you're gonna love. Just one of the sides you're gonna love to have. I just know it. It's just made for it, unless you don't like space stuff at all. Yeah, then now we got a little problem. But I love it. I love every piece of it. Even the bad stuff. There are pieces that I love in the bad stuff. I just a really great Star Wars fan. Even now, sure, I'm not the biggest like I used to be, because then I breathed Star Wars. I loved Star Wars. I had to have Star Wars. Now I'm like, I don't need everything of Star Wars, but I like everything of Star Wars. I don't need everything of Star Wars. I don't want everything of Star Wars, but I love what they're doing. I like where they're going. I enjoy the Star Wars things. I enjoy watching YouTube videos. I enjoy watching YouTube videos and look at those YouTube videos and of the lore about it, that I don't have to look up, but those lore videos of this kind of what happens to my Commander Cody, what happens, what's the history of the Sith, where they begin, the pure Sith. You actually also hear that in Star Wars Old Republic, like Dark Malgus, all those, the Sith Empire, how it all started, how the Rule of Two started with Darth Bane. I love those lore videos, those interesting videos. I just love those kind of things. Those are the things that are like, not everybody's gonna know. Not everybody's gonna know that before the Rule of Two there was an empire Sith kind of thing of old, that there was more than one Sith. There were thousands. I love knowing more of those kind of things. That's why Star Wars: The Old Republic keeps something that I keep going back. I love to go into the universe. And before that it was Darth Bane. It was Dark Revan, and no, don't play those 2 games. I get stuck very early for some reason in those games. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna try it again. I'm stuck in this game already. It's like, it's not worth fucking time. I have another Star Wars: The Old Republic. Watch better. I don't know. People love the Knights more than Old Republic, but I love the Star Wars: The Old Republic more than those 2. Mostly because I got stuck very early in the game. I know, look it up, how you get there out. but I get still stuck for some fucking reason. I don't know why, I just do. Anyway, I also got Star Wars lightsabers. I kind of sold some of them, throw away others. Yeah, still like the Marvel and DC universe a little bit more than the kind of thing right now, because I got statues of Marvel. I got also the Dragon Ball universe I like a little bit more than Star Wars universe. But Dragon Ball is kind of on hold. Dragon Ball universe is stuck. The manga is still going, and so the comic is still going. That's the only thing that's going. We don't have anime, so we don't have a movie of Star Wars coming on. I feel like Dragon Ball should do something like Star Wars does right now, because it's a good day to be a fan of Star Wars. Not so good day to be a fan of Dragon Ball, because nothing comes out. There is no games anymore. The last one was Dragon Ball Kakarot. And yes, we still get some DLC of Xenoverse, I think. Still get some stuff. Xenoverse 2, but right now it's not so much Dragon Ball right now. It's also fun to see the lore videos of those kind of things. The in depth of what Kingdom 101 kind of thing. It's fun! Fun as hell! But it's not as fun as Star Wars right now, because there keep things coming out for Star Wars. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got to say. So I would give this one, the Star Wars level. How can we do Legends? Yeah, let's go in Legendary Plus. Let's go for Disney kind of thing. Let's do a plus on that. It's a little bit more than Legends, but not so much as going to the end of Omega. No, I go for Legends. It's just a great time to be a fan of Star Wars. And yeah, I mean, come on, how can you not be a fan right now? Anyway, so what's your thoughts about the Star Wars universe in general? Do you guys love the Star Wars universe? Or you're like, nah, DC is better, Marvel is better, Dragon Ball is better. What's your favorite universe? Mine is like, it's a little bit hard, but right now I think DC is kind of a great. Yeah, Marvel is also great, but DC has death metal, and I love metal. I'm a fucking metal fan! So, maybe metal. Anyway, what are your thoughts about the Star Wars universe? Let me know. You guys hate it, or you guys like, yeah, oh my god, how could I not get on it? I mean, Goblin! You're right! So right, there is more than those stupid movies. There is so much more. Or you're like, no, I like those movies. I rather want to see only the movies. Let me know what's your thoughts about the Star Wars universe. What's your favorite part of the Star Wars universe? You guys like it right now? Or you guys hate it right now? I want to go back in time, going to the 90s or whatever time you want to go through. Let me know all your thoughts down below. And I hope to see you guys in my next videos. Goodbye.
Then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.